¡Wow!
Hola, Oscar, ¿cómo estás?
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué paja tu
Bien,
máscara?
bien.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, Oscar. No se olviden de que estamos justamente sorteando esta máscara. Es un giveaway que estamos haciendo en la página. No se olviden de ver, gracias a la gente de Oh My Ghost. Vamos
Oh
a
my
regalar,
ghost.
bueno, no necesariamente, no es esta máscara es la mía. Tenemos esta otra que está totalmente sellada y para poder participar sencillamente tienen que seguir las reglas que tenemos ahí de darle like a Oh My Ghost, darle like a la cámara de poder y estamos aquí súper geniales. Oscar, cuéntanos, ¿quién es el súper invitado que tenemos el día de hoy?
Hoy es un programón, tenemos un montón de cosas hoy día, está genial. Acá me viene mi amigo Rexy y me dice que ha venido un invitado así de lujo para la Cámara de Poder. Dinos,
Así
Rexy,
es.
¿quién es el invitado? ¿Sí? Es Brennan Mejia.
Es
¡Wow!
Brennan Mejia y aquí lo sumamos justamente al stream. Hey Brennan,
Hello,
how you doing?
I'm well. How are you guys?
I'm
Fine,
good, we're
muy
good,
bien.
we're really good actually.
Muy contento de estar aquí contigo. Brennan, cuéntanos, hablas un poquito de español, ¿cierto?
Un poquito, pero necesito practicar más, así que quizás unas preguntas en español, pero mejor en inglés. Pero está bien.
No problem. We can do simultaneous translation. Podemos hacer traducción en simultánea.
Yes,
Perfecto. Ya podemos ver que la gente, all the fans are already connecting. And
I see the comments on the side. So hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us this fine afternoon or evening or whatever time it is, wherever you are. But hello.
Brenda nos dice que muchas gracias por unirse, que hola, o buenas tardes, buenas noches, desde donde en realidad sea que estén.
Sea que estén, a la hora que estén.
Okay. So, Brennan, ¿cómo fue tu vida? ¿Cómo cambió Power Rangers tu vida? How did Power Rangers change your life?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, even as a kid, before I was a Power Ranger, I watched it. I grew up watching Mighty Morphin every day after school. I had the green Power Ranger come to one of my birthday parties when I was a kid.
Brennan nos dice que le cambió la vida desde el inicio, que en realidad desde muy pequeño veía Power Rangers desde niño y que incluso el Green Ranger fue a su cumpleaños en una ocasión.
And then when I became a Power Ranger, it was different than all of my other jobs because I was already connected to it. Like I went to Power Morphicon before I was a Power Ranger. So I just went as a fan with a friend.
Y luego se volvió un Power Ranger e incluso él había ido al Power Morphicon antes de volverse un Power Ranger, ¿no?
Yeah, so and then when I became one, it was just like such a shock. I don't know, it felt like God was just like the right time, right place. And I auditioned for Power Ranger Samurai and I didn't get it and I was really bummed. And then when I got Dino Charge, it was just like a dream come true because Yoshi and I are both fans. So being fans and acting in a show you're a fan of is just amazing.
Y bueno, como que fue el momento adecuado. Fue el momento adecuado, todo se alineó, incluso él había pues, audicionado para Power Ranger Samurai, pero no se había dado y finalmente cuando él y Yoshi, que eran fanáticos muy cercanos, lo lograron, pues fue un gran éxito. Oscar.
What role did you audition for Power Ranger Samurai? Were you open for any roles or any specific one?
So when you first audition for Power Rangers, they don't tell you who you're going in for. The lines are generic. It's just like, these are the guys, these are the girls. But I ended up going in for the Red Ranger. So Jaden, I think was his name in Samurai. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't get it though.
and then you keep trying. How did you end up
in the
Power Ranger Dino Charge?
¿Cómo fue que llegaste finalmente a Power Rangers Dino Charge?
For Mega Force?
No. I actually quit acting because I wasn't booking anything for like 2 years. And I was working full-time at the San Diego Zoo doing acrobatics.
En el zoológico de San Diego haciendo acrobacias.
Yeah, doing circo. So basically...
That zoo is really awesome. I visited. It's really huge. It's one of the biggest.
That's why you do all the things on the show.
Todas las acrobacias.
Doing the acrobatics in the show.
Yeah, parados de los manos, sí. But yeah, so basically a friend that I used to know from an acting class 3 years prior, he was auditioning for something and saw that they were auditioning Power Rangers. And so he went and told them about me, that I was an acrobat. And then they wanted to meet me. And I didn't want to go at first because I was mad they didn't hire me for Samurai. And so I was like, fine, I'll go. And then I ended up getting a call back and a call back and a call back and a call back. And then finally I booked it. And I was like, good thing I went.
Y este amigo fue finalmente quien le dijo a la gente de Power Rangers, yo conozco a este chico que hace acrobacias, y Brennan no quería volver porque estaba molesto que no lo habían elegido para Samurai, pero volvió, y así fue que finalmente llegó, ¿no? Brennan, how long does it take to shoot a whole, well, in your case, 2 seasons? ¿Cuánto demora en grabar 2 temporadas? Porque fue que you went to New Zealand to do this, and you stayed up for the whole time, right?
I came back for Christmas and then had a couple weeks off and then went back. But total, 8 meses, más o menos.
8 meses, 8 months, 8 meses.
For both seasons, for the whole show.
Ambos, yes, sí. Yeah, so 4 months per.
Does it take a lot? Because, I mean, if you are shooting like 2 seasons, around 40 episodes in 8 months, this is like every day. This is like very hard, right?
Yeah,
es muy rápido. Tienen que grabar mucho porque son 40 episodios en 8 meses.
Por la semana trabajo, así que un día no work. So you don't get a lot of sleep. So
no se duerme mucho.
But it was really fun. I mean, yeah, we film 5 days a week, and then 1 day is voiceover, ADR.
ADR. 5 días a la semana y un día de grabación de voces, el audio recording.
Yeah, and then we got, I think, a couple days off for Easter, and then a couple for Christmas, and that was it.
Y Navidad. Wow. And have you ever, when you were a kid, have you ever thought you were going to be a superhero? ¿Alguna vez pensaste que llegarías a convertirte en un superhéroe?
I mean, I thought I was a superhero as much as any other kid. You know, I dressed up as Batman and jumped off of my couch and stuff like that. And I watched Justice League and Teen Titans and Smallville. Smallville was one of the biggest superhero
one of my favorites also.
Yeah, and I met Tom Welling last year, actually, when I went back for Beast Morphers. I did a convention with Tom Welling before we filmed. So he was one of my inspirations for how I portrayed Tyler Navarro in the show. Was off of Tom Welling and Jason Font from Time Force, and then just myself. So I mixed up a little. Yeah,
that's cool.
Brennan
we all
nos dice,
Smallville before.
Brennan nos dice que era muy fan específicamente de niño veía Justice League, se disfrazaba de Batman, pero que una de las series que le marcó fue Smallville, que justamente conoció a Tom Welling, el actor de Smallville, el año pasado en Nueva Zelanda. So you saw him also returning to this Crisis crossover.
Before he started filming it, I saw him. Yeah, so he was in New Zealand for a convention. I mean, for Smallville, but it was more for Lucifer, the other show he's in.
Oh, Lucifer, el otro show.
And then I met Nicholas Hoult while I was there, and then a bunch of other cool people. And then, we just kind of hung out, and, we were doing the convention together, and I got a picture with him, and which is really cool to me because that was probably the closest I've ever been to fanboying, because normally I don't care when I meet famous people, but he's my Superman. So it's really cool.
Well, we try not to fan out. Really, we're struggling here.
I'm not fanboy right now myself.
No somos unos fanboys. Nos cuesta un poco no hacer fanboy aquí entrevistando a Brennan. Oh, great! That's so cool. That's really cool. And you also mentioned Jason Font. You also watched Time Force on 2001.
Yeah,
I believe one of your favorites. ¿Una de tus favoritas?
Yes. Time Force is one of my favorites, and I actually watched it while we were there prepping for Dino Charge. So they bring you to New Zealand 3 weeks or so before you start filming. So you learn like the stunt fighting in those 3 weeks. You train with the stunt team. They brought an acting coach to help us with our chemistry. So like we bonded, before we bonded to Energems, we bonded to each other, I guess. And so Jason Font, just like watching his performance in Time Force, I really loved his energy.
Yeah, nos dice que como parte del entrenamiento durante esas 3 semanas, Brennan vio Time Force, ¿no? Was this like part of your of a suggestion, something, or was this something that you decided to do on your own? Or
It was, if I recall correctly, I think Yoshi recommended Time Force because he really liked it. And then I also watched Kyoryuger, which is Super Sentai.
Yeah.
So
how much of Kyoryuger did you watch?
Todos.
Like
all of them.
Oh, really? Todos. ¿Viste todo Kyoryuger?
We were just about to ask
any Kyoryuger question. And hay una pregunta de Kyoryuger para Brennan.
I was about to ask that if you watched Kyoryuger. I mean, for inspiration or anything, but you just answered that, so that's cool.
Yeah, well, I watched it because my stunt double. So we had multiple stunt doubles, but we had like a main one who worked with us a lot, and he was the one who gave me Kyoryuger because he's Japanese. So they have a Japanese stunt team, and he gave me the footage to watch, and so it just helped me to see how the footage would be used and know how I wanted to play Tyler depending on the stock footage.
Great. Any other tokusatsu series that you have watched besides Kyoryuger? ¿Alguna otra serie de tokusatsu que viste? O que
no, I've only seen Kyoryuger.
Only Kyoryuger. Solo Kyoryuger.
I mean, I saw the Go Buster Kyoryuger movie, but but I haven't seen the other. Well, I saw it actually a long time ago.
We did just like that.
Who knew that 3 years later it will be like, oh, you remember that movie that you watched? We're going to adapt it now. Like 4 years later.
Yeah. Brennan, tell us about circus, because this is one of your loves. Circus, doing acrobatics. How did you start it? ¿Cómo empezaste con las acrobacias y con el circo, que es una de tus pasiones?
It's my dad. He was a gymnast in college. So my dad's from Honduras. And so when he came to Glendale and grew up, he was in sports acro, found a local youth circus in my town, put me in as a kid. I actually met my wife in the circus. She's also a circus performer. And then it just made me love performing, and it led to acting and modeling. And now I do stunt work as well. And however I get to perform, I enjoy. You know, obviously acting is like the dream, to be able to do something like Power Rangers where you act and get to do stunts. Hopefully on a bigger scale at some point, maybe like a Marvel or a DC movie or show in the future. So we'll see.
Brennan básicamente nos dice que en realidad desde muy pequeño su papá estaba mucho en el tema de la gimnasia y lo colocó en un circo para justamente hacer performance, y ahí comenzó, y que incluso conoció a su esposa, que también es una performer de circo, ¿no?
Sí, su papá dijo que su papá había fundado a youth center. You said your dad founded a youth center?
The circus is a youth community circus. So you know how kids go and play football or something. Like after school, we went and learned to juggle or unicycle or handstands after school instead. Claro. So parents can do it with their kids.
Era como una especie de club en donde los chicos hacían, en vez de jugar fútbol, como una especie de academia de fútbol, lo que hacían era, se paraban de manos, manejaban un uniciclo y todo ese tipo de arte, ¿no?
A balancearse, hacer todo tipo de trucos circense. Después,
and this kind of acrobatics and these skills that you have, that we can see like every day on Instagram, you doing handstands and everything. Were you allowed to do some kind of a stunt, like maybe works during the series?
Un poquito. Yeah, they even if we could do it, they didn't want us to get hurt because that would mess up filming. Because the stunt team gets hurt too sometimes, you know. But they can switch them out easier than they can switch us out, which is mean kind of to say, but it's true. So
yes.
I mean, like I got to do action when we weren't morphed. If we were fighting, I got to do a lot of that. But in suit is almost always a double, just because they shoot it for time as well. We have two separate units, so they're off filming fights while we're filming the acting stuff.
Okay, le preguntaba a Brennan, pero olvidé de traducir la pregunta, lo siento. Le pregunté si él tuvo la oportunidad de hacer algunos stunts él mismo, y lo que me dijo es de que en realidad, además que ellos pueden, lo que la producción hace es que los stunts lo hagan porque digamos que él es menos reemplazable, porque obviamente es la estrella, pero mientras están, digamos, en un more fight, una pelea sin transformarse, no están en el traje,
civil.
Es una pelea civil, como lo decimos.
They did ask, so Chip, the executive producer and head writer, he asked us if we had any special skills. So we all had to fill out a list. And so he wrote those skills into episodes. So there's an episode where I unicycle, I juggle in one episode, I do a handstand on a rock, you know, and we're all training outside. So he let us do those specialty skills. But when it came to like crazy fights and stuff, usually doubles.
I guess it can be a liability, I guess, for you guys.
Brennan nos cuenta que Chip Lin, el productor ejecutivo, los entrevistó y les preguntó si tenían alguna habilidad especial. Justamente Brennan le contó que podía hacer todo esto, y en todos los capítulos se muestran, digamos, las habilidades especiales de todos los Rangers en su modo, digamos,
su vida civil, su vida normal.
En su vida civil. Exacto. Brennan, ¿Qué te pareció el final de Power Rangers Dino Charge? What do you think about the season finale? Because at first, al inicio, fue un poco loco para nosotros como fans. It was a little crazy for us as fans to see the whole timeline rebooting, right?
Yeah.
What was you feeling when you read the script for the first time? ¿Qué te pareció cuando leíste esto por primera vez en el libro?
Well, we were kind of arguing amongst ourselves and debating like with the cast, how we don't write the episode. So, whatever is written, we have to do. Only a couple times did we actually change the script by bringing something to Chip. Like for one of the, I think it was the Aquazord or the Aqua Energem, like my dad, his Megazord wasn't supposed to be activated yet unless his Energem was bonded or something. And so Yoshi and I found that it wasn't in the right order in the script. So he changed it to make it make sense.
Okay.
It's just an oversight.
Lo que Brennan nos dice es que en realidad sí que ellos debatieron mucho el tema del final de la temporada entre ellos, entre el cast, pero que ellos no escriben el capítulo, que ellos principalmente solo un par de veces pudieron encontrar este caso en el que, por ejemplo, la Aquagema originalmente no estaba en el orden adecuado y ellos se lo fueron a decir a Chip y Chip lo cambió. So what about the season finale?
So it's a finale. Yeah, I mean,
what everybody wants to know is the dinosaurs alive. Everybody was like, why do you leave the dinosaurs alive at the end?
¿Por qué los dinosaurios están vivos?
¿Por qué? Porque qué chévere. I don't know. Well, so it was to be different, I think, honestly, because so many seasons, here's the main monster, here's the team, we win, the world is saved, hooray, everyone goes home, which is fine, but to mix it up, this was an opportunity where we could truly make a different ending, which I know some people don't like, but you have to respect that it is different for once.
It's that way, of course.
We destroyed the Earth with a black hole, an accident. Like, we destroyed everyone.
Brennan dice que sí, que era una oportunidad para poder hacer algo distinto y bueno, en realidad hay que digamos, asumir que esto es de esa forma y que sí, de que los Power Rangers con la energema oscura destruyeron la Tierra.
And it's cool because now that we're in a different alternate dimension, it's like RPM's dimension, Dino Charge's dimension, and everyone else is in the MMPR dimension, I guess. It opens the multiverse, or the spider.
Like the multiverse.
The multiverse, the Power Rangers multiverse. Yeah.
Shattered Grid, all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, do you follow the comics? ¿Te gustan los cómics de Power Rangers? ¿Has leído un poco de eso?
I did a little bit. I kind of fell off because I don't have time. I'm studying school right now, but I know a lot of the storylines and I know basically the idea of what happens in a lot with the Lord Draken arc. But
what are you studying, Brennan? ¿Qué estás estudiando?
So I'm studying prerequisites for nursing to be a registered nurse. Both my parents are nurses, but acting is still what I want to do. But I want to also have like supplementary jobs open just in case. Because acting, everyone goes, hey, when are you going to be in your next job? We don't get to choose as the actor. It's whenever we're hired. So unless you write your own.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, go, Oscar.
Oh, yeah. So it's just, go on.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
No, está bien.
I don't know. We were going to ask when you came back now in the last season. Was it different to film with Saban and with Hasbro? Was any difference?
¿Encontraste una diferencia entre grabar con Hasbro y con Saban?
Honestly, not really, because Chip was still in charge when we filmed Beast Morphers, so it felt relatively the same. I mean, I wasn't living there this time. I was just there in a hotel, so that was different. But yeah, in regards to being on set and everything, I mean, a lot of the cast and crew, well, the cast is different, but the crew, a lot of them were the same people. Like the hairstylist who did my hair on Dino Charge was still working there. So he did my hair again. So things like that.
Yeah. No, so pretty much they kept everybody. So they just changed like a producer or,
Yeah, I mean, maybe a producer or a writer. And they change us, but, different Rangers. But everyone else is the same.
¿Cómo fue el sentimiento de volver a ser Tyler 2 años después? How was like playing Tyler again?
More.
Like 3 years. 3 years.
3 years later.
Yeah. Really, it was like riding a bike. I don't know, stepping back into... Tyler, out of all the characters I've played, like on iCarly or Kickin' It or American Horror Story, Tyler was most like myself.
Tyler se parecía mucho a él.
So I'm very high energy and I like adventures and things like that. And so I feel like if monsters and Power Rangers existed, I would be like Tyler a lot. I would want to go save the day. I would want to go fight the monsters and all that. So he's easier for me to play than other characters.
Más fácil hacer de Tyler. And how was the dynamic specifically with Austin St. John? Have you ever met him before, or was this just like the first time? ¿Era la primera vez que conoces a Austin o ya lo habías conocido antes?
I met him briefly at a couple conventions. I think the first one was somewhere in LA. It might have been like Anime Expo. And then I met him again at Ranger Stop in Florida, I think. But it was just like a hi kind of thing. Like, oh, I'm the new Red Ranger. Nice to meet you. Like, you know, that was it. But yeah, like actually getting to have conversations with him, totally like I've never talked to him really. So it was just cool hearing stories of, you know, this was a guy that I used to watch, you know, and pretended I was him when I was a kid, and now I'm acting alongside him. It was just
that's the dream, right? I mean,
like, right, exactly.
It's crazy.
The next dream is to be on the Flash and work with Grant Gustin or something, because like I auditioned for Cisco on the Flash. So
really?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah. But well, I mean, maybe another character.
Maybe I'll be his doppelganger in a multiverse or something.
Yeah, multiverse. But you could at least do some bonding, maybe after talking about the different stories, seeing your friends again, and well, the guys that were there in Austin. You could do. So you have good memories. Tienes buenos recuerdos.
Once it airs in the United States, I'm allowed to talk about it more. I know it's aired in other places, but we still can't legally talk about it. But I have so many photos and videos that I want to post of behind the scenes. So I'm waiting until I'm allowed to. I posted a couple like with me with like the blue Beast Morpher Ranger and stuff, but I don't want to get in trouble because they didn't really say like how much you can.
It better be said, I'm sorry. So we're just going to have to wait.
Muchas fotografías de que tiene muchas historias, pero que en realidad no puede contar mucho hasta que no dé el episodio en Estados Unidos, y que sabe que nosotros seguramente ya lo hemos visto, porque ya se ha dado internacionalmente, pero va a contar mucho más de esto después, ¿no?
Sabe que todos los hemos visto, hemos discutido, ya hemos visto toda la serie.
Yeah.
We already watched the whole show. It's like we're not waiting for we're not waiting for Nick.
And how long were you in New Zealand for this special episode? I mean,
I think I went early for that convention, which was separate. So I just made the trip, you know, I was going to be there. So I did both. So the convention, I got there, I think 2 or 2.5 weeks early. And then I filmed, I want to say for 2 weeks. And then I stayed a little longer. And then I moved. So maybe a little longer than a month.
Un mes, más o menos estuvo un mes haciendo, digamos, todos los capítulos especiales que se grababan para Beast Morphers. Tell us a little bit about this new project. Cuéntanos sobre este nuevo proyecto que tienes, the Power Rangers React on your YouTube channel.
Yeah. So
what is it about?
On my YouTube channel, I've done reviews for Beast Morphers, but it's just vlogging, me just talking about it. But I have someone who does my editing now, who is way better than I am with computers. So he was able to actually put Dino Charge in the episode as I'm talking about it. So now I can review episodes and give behind the scenes. But the only issue with it is Hasbro automatically like has an algorithm, you know, if you show Power Ranger footage that they try to block it. So it tried to take it down, and then we like contested it. So I don't know a lot of people at Hasbro anymore, because like the people I used to know at Saban don't work there necessarily. So we're waiting to like see, because they have to reply like in a month. I'm hoping they give me the rights so I can do it, because they're not monetized. Like I can't monetize it if I'm using their footage, but it's just fun to do. So.
Brennan está haciendo en su canal de YouTube una serie de reviews nuevos en donde él reacciona a los capítulos de Power Rangers Dino Charge que él protagonizó, contando pequeñas cosas, y en realidad está súper interesante, pero nos dice que está teniendo algunos problemas con los baneos que hacen.
Pequeños detalles detrás de cámara, historias, anécdotas sobre la filmación de esos capítulos.
Algo que me sorprendió mucho fue que contaste que había una canción, un tema musical diferente de Dino Charge. Something that really caught my eye was that you said that there was a different theme song, and y que tú y Yoshi dijeron, esto tiene que ser más tribal, this should be more tribal, and you change it. I mean, how was it? ¿Cómo era esta canción? How was this original song? Was this that different from that?
If memory serves, the original song was more like your traditional remix of Mighty Morphin. You know, so it wasn't bad, but it was just it was just more of the same. Like our ending to our show was different. You know, whether you like it or not, it's different. So
it's different.
I mean, honestly, we're kind of tired of the NPR remix. There's always the same thing, the same. So it's good that it's different. I like that it was different.
Me too. And Chip, I mean, he poured in a lot of effort into Dino Charge. I think Chip also because it was the first time he was executive producer. You know, he's worked on Power Rangers in some form since like the beginning.
Yeah.
But this was his baby. Like he could, you know, have free reign. So he just.
Dino Charge era el bebé de Chip Lin, que era la primera vez que estaba como executive producer, como el verdadero jefe. Entonces le puso mucho de él al resultado.
Yeah, so he just, you know, he went the extra mile, I feel. Like, I haven't seen all of Ninja Steel or all of Beast Morphers yet, but I know with ours, it felt like you really wanted to invest, like, we're going to make it different, you know, we're going to make it good and unique. And
quería hacerlo diferente. Let's go to vamos a ver algunos comentarios que nos ponen los fans.
Sure.
We have first here Pablo Lorca from Chile. Hi Brenna, hola Brenna, te conocí en los dos últimos Power Morphicon 2016-2018, recuerdo que siempre eras muy cercano a los fans y nos mandabas saludos, un saludo de Power Rangers Army Chile. We may say we take care of you. I hope you can see Chile in Smurfing time.
Well, hello Paulo. Yeah, thank you. And yes, we met a couple of years ago now, and unfortunately, Morphicon obviously was canceled this year. But if you're coming next year, if it's still happening, hopefully, then hopefully.
Me and Oscar, we're planning. Hopefully, we can go.
Hopefully,
awesome. We're going to visit you there. Yeah. Our Lucky Lionheart says, "Saludos desde Colombia. Say hi from Colombia, my brothers."
My grandpa's from Colombia.
Oh, your grandfather's Colombian. Great. What else here? Well, we have Miguel saying hi, good afternoon.
Hello, buenas tardes.
Miguel.
And we have our friend Bruno here.
Oh my gosh.
Will he remember me? I don't know. You are in the picture.
I am in the picture.
You're in the picture.
Those are photoshopped, though.
Yeah, no, he's not Photoshop. I think he has a tattoo of the Power Rangers on his chest.
No, I meant the abs are photoshopped. Those are.
We have Carlos Perez saying the best Red Ranger from the Neil Saban era.
Gracias.
I have to agree. I mean, you're the most memorable of the Red Rangers of the news.
The fans, and you're so approachable. You're really a great guy. Right?
Thank you. I appreciate
friendly and everything.
We have Mauricio Cáceres saying hi, Brennan.
Hello.
And also Vicente saying hello, Brennan.
Also hello.
Álvaro Venegas also saying hi, regards from Power Rangers Army Chile.
Hi.
Power Rangers Army Chile, it's a fan club, a fan group from Chile. So good. Like, they get together and cons and do cosplay.
I feel like I've met some of them, I think.
Yeah,
probably.
They go to the Power Morphing. I have met them too also there. We have Andres Campos saying, what is your feedback from fans in South America? Regards from Punitaqui, Chile.
What is my feedback? I'm not sure.
Like your perspective on South American fans.
Have you met a lot of South American fans?
I mean, yeah, I feel like I've had a lot of fans from like all over, because Power Rangers is one of those shows that's shown, you know, worldwide, and it's dubbed in so many languages. So just everyone who's a fan, just thank you again for all of your support. It means the world to myself, and I know my other cast members too.
Great. We have Héctor Manuel. Saludos desde Argentina. Regards from Argentina.
Hello, Argentina.
And we also have Hali saying, hi, Brennan. Regards from Venezuela.
Hello, Venezuela.
And also Héctor Lugo from Venezuela.
Also from Venezuela.
Otra vez, Venezuela.
This is an interesting question. Do you know why there was not a crossover with Ninja Steel with all the cast? ¿Sabes por qué no hubo un crossover con Ninja Steel?
There was supposed to be.
Iba a haber un crossover. Oh.
So at Morphicon, when Ninja Steel was announced, Chip had all of us from Dino Charge backstage and went up to us and was like, hey, do you guys want to come back to do a team up with Ninja Steel? And we all said yes. But then as like time went on, he's like, actually, we can't bring everyone back anymore. So we're only going to take a couple of you back. And then emails started going out, and then it started going down and down. And then it was between me and Yoshi. And then I was just like, I emailed Chip. I mean, he probably made his decision anyway, but I was like, hey, you know what? If you can only bring one of us, just bring Yoshi. I mean, his brother is in Ninja Steel. Like, I get it. Like,
finalmente los correos no se pudo coordinar atender a todos, y al final del día, en ese momento, solo podían 2. Entonces al final Brennan le dijo, ¿sabes qué? Solo que vuelva Yoshi si su hermano está ahí.
Yeah, so I think that's why Sledge came back in Ninja Steel again.
Por eso Sledge volvió. Well, Sledge is always coming back.
He just I know. He's just he's a theme in all of Chip's. I don't know. Do you think he'll be in Dino Fury?
Something with Sledge.
I have so much fun with Sledge. He's like, it's a bomb.
Sledge is fun. I like it.
We have Miguel Amaro saying, you are the favorite Red Ranger of my cousin. Es el Ranger rojo favorito de mi primo. Él tiene 7 años. He has 7 years, so his name is Leo. Maybe you can say
hello, Leo. Thank you for your support, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Gracias por tu apoyo y que espero que disfrutes el show. Sorry. We have Miguel Rojas also saying, saludos, Brennan, desde Lima, Perú, from Lima, Peru. Power Rangers Dino Charge is no doubt the best series of your Neo Saban era.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Tasaki Yusuke says, regards from Brennan, from Peru, Café Toku presente. It's a show also.
I mean, it's true. It's true. When Dino Charge ended, I was like, Ninja still has a high bar to reach. I mean, you guys left a big shoes for them to fill. I mean, I was like, I hope Ninja Steel, it was before Ninja Steel, so I was like, I hope Ninja Steel does good, but they're going to have to be really good because you guys said it really high for me.
Oh, thank you. So, did you enjoy Ninja Steel?
I did. There was a little things that
with
the script, but
I didn't see all of it.
I like the characters. I always say with Ninja Steel that the characters were likable, but sometimes they were like stuck in a script that it was like kind of like power.
Yeah.
I always think the characters were likable. So it was cool.
The characters were great, but there was something that kind of I don't. It's not the characters, not the cast. It was maybe the story or how it developed, como la historia cómo se desarrolló. What else? Martin Alonso says, I am just watching Power Rangers Super Dino Charge. You're amazing, Brennan.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're watching it. You know, it's a couple years, late, but you made it through.
We have comments from Mexico. Saludos, Brennan, from Sinaloa, Mexico. I'm your fan, from Tyler Navarro, Mario Bastidas.
Well, thank you, Mario. Appreciate
it. Moises de Negri says, oh my God, Brennan, I like your cabinet.
Right? It's pretty nice. I know. It belonged to my wife's aunt, and she got new stuff and let us have her old one.
Yeah. Well, Sebastian here says again, the Power Rangers Dino Charge theme song is so good. Es muy buena la canción.
It is good.
I listen to it when I work out.
Cuando hace ejercicios, it's in your playlist.
It is in my playlist.
Está en su lista de reproducción.
They should have made a whole song, like a 3-minute length song.
They like made a full version. There's a longer version than the one in the show, but it's just a lot of guitar to fill up the space.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no more lyrics, but
Brian says, Brennan, we love your role. Thank you for being part of the franchise. Gracias por ser parte de la franquicia, Brian.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I was scared when Power Rangers first came out, like how it would be received, because like we're all like, again, Yoshi and I specifically, every actor wants their thing to be received well, but being a fan of the thing you're in, and you're like, hopefully the fans still like me after this, like,
nervioso, no sabía si los fans le iban a gustar, pero en realidad todo.
Fans can be brutal. Like, fans can be brutal.
So algunos fans pueden ser complicados.
Yeah, people in general can be brutal.
Oh, this is a weird question from Bruno. We have do you believe Dino Fury would be any consequence of the Dino team up? Do you know anything about Dino Fury or any tie-up with Dino team up?
I truly do not know, but my personal opinion on the matter is if they're going to use any Dino Charge people in it, they should use Davi Santos, who played Sir Ivan, because he is like a Dino Knight, you know? He should be like the founding father of Dino Fury or something. That's my belief.
Hey, that's a good idea. Maybe Dino Fury come from Sander and they're knights and stuff. I mean, that would be kind of a neat idea.
Hay un personaje que debería aparecer como fundador de esto, debería ser el personaje de Davy, que hizo el Gold Ranger, porque bueno, él es un caballero de Sandar y es un caballero dinosaurio, ¿no? Justamente.
I mean, they could bring me back too, but like they should bring Davi back. So.
They should bring you back too.
¿Y regresarías? Would you go back if you maybe for some cameo?
Yeah, I love New Zealand, honestly. I want to live there like full time one day. So any chance to be in that country is cool with me.
Interesting question here from Miguel. Would you have preferred the Dino team up to happen during Dino Charge?
We tried.
Oh, really?
Yoshi and I talked to Chip about it a lot, but at the time, I mean, I don't know everything that goes beyond, like behind the scenes, but my understanding.
Trataron de hablar con Chip para que ocurriera, pero no sabe exactamente todo lo que pasa tras bambalinas.
My understanding is when Saban owned Power Rangers, he didn't pay for the movie rights of Super Sentai, and Hasbro did.
Y el entendimiento que tiene es que no tenían los derechos de la película y ya fueron posibles una vez con Hasbro.
I've heard that before too. That's why they stopped doing the crossovers, because that usually happened on the movies during Sentai.
Yeah.
So they only have rights for the show, but not for the movies.
Well, that's also
I've
why
heard
we
that
didn't.
Before.
Well, because like Heckle, you know, in the comics, he becomes the Dark Ranger, and we couldn't use that suit because it was also from a Kyoto movie.
El traje del Dark Ranger de los cómics, que es, ¿cómo se llama? Death Ranger.
Death Ranger.
Death Ranger.
Utilizado porque no era parte, digamos, de los derechos en ese momento, ¿no? Oh, we have Andres Tognola says here, can you say hi to me, Brenna? You're my favorite Rangers.
Hello, Andres.
Andres,
hello.
Moises asked to us, what do you think about the Psycho Rangers?
Man, it's been such a long time since I've seen Power Rangers in space and Lost Galaxy, but
Power Rangers en el espacio y Galaxia Perdida.
When I saw it, I remember I liked it. Like I've seen little clips, you know, that some of the Psycho Rangers that I know personally have posted, and it's always cool, you know, when you have like the evil team. So they're fun. I like them.
Great.
I found out, actually, was it yesterday? Someone on YouTube made a video about orange Power Rangers that never made it into like the American version. And there was an orange Dino Charge Ranger. And I was like, where the heck did that come from? Yeah, I guess it's like
encontró en YouTube que había gente que había hablado sobre los Power Rangers naranjas que no habían logrado y había un Orange Ranger de Dino Charge.
Yeah, it was like from a German comic book or something, but it was actually a monster who was pretending to be.
Yeah, he used this dinosaur as a base, the Dinosaurus.
Okay. There you go.
Because Bandai made a lot of for Dino Charge. They make new swords that Pure Ranger didn't have. So they grabbed that concept and made a Ranger, but it was like a monster and everything.
Yeah, but it was just.
But that comic nobody knew until like last year, or maybe it was early this year. Like
I had one
years
fan.
later, we were like, who's this?
There was one fan in Germany who sent me a German comic, Dino Charge. But it wasn't with an Orange Ranger. It was just like a normal Monster of the Week kind of story. So
I heard that the toys in German came with the comic. That's also
they did. I got a mini Dino Morph blaster taped to the comic book.
It's an interesting question here. It's from Mauricio Cáceres. I mean, we already talked about the feelings of meeting Austin, but what's interesting here is what do you think about the certain legacy and maybe continuity that exists between all of you and the different actors of Power Rangers in the same universe, which is something that doesn't happen specifically in Super Sentai, right? How do you feel about this?
I like it. I think it's cool that they finally acknowledged, you know, the Shattered Grid, and then with the Ninja Steel, whatever that episode was called, something Grid, you know, just that there's multiverse, essentially. It enables them to tell more stories. Like Dino Fury, what you know, where is it going to take place? Do you think it's going to take place in Dino Charge? Do you think it's going to take place in the Mighty Morphin, or its own? I have no idea, but it's cool that there's options now, and they're embracing that there can be different ones. I think before they didn't want to like do too much change in case like the formula, you know, it's not broken, don't fix it. But now they're like, actually, it's okay to do different things.
I want to see Dino Fury happening in the Dino Charge world, because I want to see random raptors running around. I was like, you're like watching like, oh, you're calling from somewhere and there's like a random dinosaur running by. I was like, really? It's funny.
Yeah.
So, I was like,
Emanuel Segarra here says, hi Brennan, I love Me Gusta Tyler and Dino Charge. Gracias. Who was your favorite Power Ranger character? Or what was your favorite season after Dino Charge? ¿Cuál fue tu temporada favorita después de Dino Charge? ¿Y cuál fue tu Power Ranger favorito? Greetings from Peru. Saludos de Perú.
Well, first off, hello. My favorite Power Ranger. That's hard. I mean, I've met so many of them in real life now too, that I feel like I can't like choose a favorite. But I mean, I love Jason Font. You know, Johnny Young. I can't even. You know his name. I can't say it for some reason. Johnny Young Bosch.
He's going after you in every anime you see, right?
I seriously, like I was watching. You saw that post yesterday?
Yeah. It was like
all the time. I'm watching something. Yeah, like the last one, Lelouch of the Rebellion. I was watching that a couple months ago, and I was like, "Oh, I know this voice." When I watched Trigun, I didn't even know it was Johnny Young Bosch until afterwards. Yeah, but I love what he's done with his career with anime, because I'm a huge fan of anime. I grew up watching it. You know, Dragon Ball Z was my gateway into anime. As Power Rangers was my gateway into like.
Here in Peru, I believe that there were some statistics that someone took, I don't know where, that Peru has the most amount of Dragon Ball Z fans, like from all Latin America.
Really? That's
Dragon Ball Z. It's like religion here. Es como una
Dragon Ball is huge.
We're fans of Goku and Vegeta. No.
Well, if they decide to make, you know, Oob into a live action, I could totally, you know.
Yeah, you can pull it off. Yes.
Yeah.
Genial.
I'm actually aiming for because you know how they're doing the live action Avatar: Last Airbender on Netflix. I want to be Sokka, like so bad. So depending on what age they make him, but.
Tenemos a Alejandra Espianola saying, say hi to me, please, Brennan, to Alvaro. Oh, sorry. Alvaro.
Hello, Alvaro.
From Mexico. Alvaro from Mexico.
And also Alejandra Espindola from Bolivia, also asking for you to say hi.
Hola, Alejandra.
And yeah, I just want to. What's your top 3 favorite animes, Brennan?
Ooh, top 3.
I mean, the ones that your life, aquellos animes que te han tocado la vida.
In recent anime, Demon Slayer is one of my favorites. And for me, it's the music that really draws me into an anime. So I love the theme song. I have it in I have the instrumental version. I have it in Japanese. I have it in English. I have another version in Japanese. Just because I work out. I literally have an anime playlist that I play songs from.
Sorry, I have to go turn on the lights. It's getting dark in here.
I understand. Yeah, so that's probably number 1 right now.
I know. I don't know if you have watched Death Note. I mean, it's one of my favorites.
Oh,
I've seen Death Note. Yes.
Amazing. I mean, the thriller is like awesome. I mean,
yeah. But with Death Note, it was funny because my friends watched it before I ever got into it, and he kept showing me this clip on YouTube that he thought was really funny, and it was where Light is holding the potato chip, and he's like, "I take a potato chip and eat it," and I was like, "Why is this funny? I don't understand." Like, and then when it happened, I was like, "Oh, okay, I get
it." One question that since he showed me, you have David has the figure art from Kyoryu Red, which I guess works for Dino Charge. We start talking about the lightning figure, which I also have, but I don't have it with me right now.
Yeah, Oscar is
we went
right
to
now.
Ask you. I'm in the middle of moving to a new apartment, so everything is boxed up. Everybody's talking about their faces in the Lightning Collection.
Yeah.
What do you think about your face in the Lightning Collection?
¿Cómo sentiste al ver tu rostro hecho una figura de Lightning Collection?
Well, they even got like this beauty mark thing I have. Like it's on the Lightning Collection. So that's pretty like detailed. You know, I usually smile. I feel like when people think of Tyler, he's like, hey, you know, and I wasn't like teeth smiling, but I think it's cool. Yoshi actually, was it my birthday? I don't know. Anyway, he got me the figure art of Dino Charge, Kyoto Red, but he had them 3D scan a picture of me. So my figure art had my head on it too.
Oh,
so
that's
I already
cool.
had it before. And I think it's in my garage. I need to find them and compare them to each other and see which one looks more like me.
Yeah. Just 3 more to go. We have Mariela here. You are great. Please say hi.
No, you're great.
Mariela. And we also have Rodrigo Munoz saying, hi, Brennan. If you had to design a new Power Ranger helmet for your character, what would it be like?
Oh my goodness. I'm not like an artist when it comes to drawing or anything. So I'd have to leave that to more capable hands than myself.
We have Emmanuel Jordan here from Ecuador. Brennan, ¿cuántas convenciones has estado? How many conventions have you visited? Regards from Ecuador, Emmanuel.
I don't even know anymore. I mean, probably like 20-ish. I mean, I haven't done like that many. I'm just pretty active on social media, so it looks like I'm always doing something, but a lot of pictures are from like the same convention that I've just done repeatedly. So I don't know, because like some I go to just as a fan, you know, like I'll go to like Anime Expo, but not usually with a booth. You know, WonderCon I've gone to, but not as a booth, but then also as a guest. You know, I've gone to Morphicon as a guest and then not as a guest. So it just depends.
Como haciendo una aparición o sencillamente por eso, ¿no? We have a lot of questions like this. I'm just going to pop just this one from Andres saying, are you a JoJo fan? Because it seems like you've been, here also Sebastian says you've been like, there's a clip on YouTube or where you were listening to the opening
from JoJo's
anime?
I'm still not sure if I'm like a fan of it, but I did watch 3 seasons of it and I still haven't made up my mind if I like it. But I like the theme song.
I don't know if I like it. I just watched 3 seasons of it. I was like,
well, okay. So when I work out or when I do stretching, I'll usually watch an anime while I'm stretching because it makes time go by faster. And JoJo was just one that friends told me about a bunch. And I was like, you know what? I should give it a go. And like, I liked it, but then they killed characters that I liked and then I got mad at them for it. So I get very attached to my anime characters, which is why like in Death Note, I like it, but then I don't like it because they kill people I like. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fierce, right?
Yeah.
We have a question from Vicente Mena. Probably we cannot, Brennan cannot answer to this about what you like most about the Dino Team Up, as we were talking about. But he's asking if you all took a picture, like an official picture.
Yeah, it's in here somewhere. I mean, you can't really see it, but yeah, we did. I'll post it eventually.
We have a Sentai question. I think we're going to take this one just one more because we're just over time.
Yes.
From the guy from Cafe Toku, I have a question from you. If you were facing your Japanese counterpart, Ryorusei,
Daigo, Kiryu.
What would be your first thing you would ask him? ¿Qué sería lo primero que le preguntarías? What would be the topic of conversation?
I would say, Ohayo gozaimasu, ego ga wakarimasu ka? So I'd say, hello, do you speak English? And if he said no, and then I'd probably be sad. If I could actually, I don't know if he knows English, and I only know very little Japanese, but Tashi wa Nihongo ga skoshi hanasamasu. So skoshi is pikito, little. So if he can talk with me, I would try to do a convention with him. So we could bring him to America and then do Morphicon with Daigo would be awesome.
That would be cool.
Yeah, one day.
Just 2 more. From Sebastian saying, what was the feeling when that Power Rangers Dino Charge, the series was over? I mean, how do you feel? How do you feel?
So
when it was over,
a part of me was, sad because it was such a big part of our life for those 8 months. I mean, I wore red every single day. Like, you just kind of become that person / primary color. But I was also really, really exhausted by the end. I was taking some college classes online at the same time as the last month of filming. And I was just sleep deprived. I didn't drink coffee at all during filming. I drink coffee now, but at the time didn't drink caffeine, so I was just always tired, and days just kind of blurred together. So afterwards, I was so fatigued. I felt like doing nothing for like a month straight. I was just like tired.
Have you come here to Latin America, to some country in the region?
No, I've only been, I mean, America, where I live. I've been to New Zealand and Canada, and that's it.
Maybe someday you can come to Comic-Con Peru if they ever.
I would like to. Yeah, honestly, when this pandemic is over, I want to go to all the places. You know?
And just one more. We have here from Silver Mendoza. Regards from Peru. Have you danced the Japanese version of the ending?
Wait, so what was the question? Sorry.
Have you ever danced the ending song? They have the
samba dance. Yes. Yeah. I think Yoshi and I did it in one of the episodes, but I don't remember. Like, we just did it in the background, but I think it made it into one of the episodes, but I couldn't tell you which one. But yes,
I know you can hear Yoshi singing it a little bit while he's cooking. Yeah, we do it a lot here for fun.
Yeah. Now we're ready. We're already at the time is.
Yes, the time's up. Sadly, the time is up.
Yes, thank you everyone for joining us tonight.
Would you stay with us just one couple of minutes to present the next week's guest?
All, let's have a smile so we can take a picture here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great. And just before what Oscar was telling, just want to remind you all the social networks from Brennan. If you quieren
the social networks.
Como saben, Brennan habla un poquito de español, es que quizás si le mandan su mensaje, él está en cameo.com, lo pueden encontrar como Brennan Mejia y pueden pedirle un saludo personalizado, un saludo de cumpleaños, pueden contactarlo de esa forma. O si no, también pueden escribirle a su Instagram, Brennan Mejia, @Brennan Mejia, o buscar justamente todo esto que hemos estado conversando sobre su nuevo proyecto de Power Rangers React en su canal de YouTube, que lo encuentran como The Bam Superman, o simplemente ponen Brennan Mejia. Brennan, I just want to give you the whole shot so you can maybe give us I mean, here in the region, Latin America, we've been struggling a lot with the virus. So I don't know if maybe you want to make a little Spanglish here so you can give us a whole faithful message, what would you say to your fans to try to recover some kind of...
Sure. It's going to be very Spanglish.
Go.
Hola, gracias por watching Brennan from Power Rangers Dino Charge. And yo sé that the virus is muy difícil, pero God is still there with all of us. And, I'll be praying for you guys, and I always appreciate prayers as well because we're all in this together, juntos. So when you feel down, just remember that we're stronger together. Like Power Rangers says a lot, but it's true. So lean towards family, lean towards friends, familia, amigos. Don't handle it alone, solo. So juntos, together, and we'll get through this. So.
Great, thank you very much, Brennan. Just one more minute is. We want to present and unveil, which is going to be the next guest that we will have here in our show. You probably know them, probablemente
them,
them, yeah.
Them.
And well, esto es para el 13 de agosto, not next week, no la próxima semana, sino para el 13 de agosto.
In 2 weeks, en 2 semanas.
Y just give me...
I'm really excited.
That song, man.
Go, Zio.
Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Zio in Turbo. Hey guys, this is Nakia Baris. Join me and my beautiful friend Nakia Baris on August 13th.
August 13 on
La Cámara de Poder.
La Cámara de Poder.
Un aplauso.
I look forward to speaking with you.
Oscar can handle.
I am so excited.
They're great.
I am actually fanboying so bad right now.
Yes, yeah, no, I love them. I saw them a couple weeks ago filming like a little documentary thing, which I don't think I'm allowed to talk about that either right now. But yeah, I saw them recently.
Y bueno,
yeah,
en realidad,
we follow them in their YouTube show too, so we're gonna try to get them to talk about it.
Well, make sure you tell them that Brennan says hi when they're on your show.
Okay, of
We
course.
will. We will.
We will play your video just saying hi. Brennan, muchas gracias por estar aquí. Thank you very much for being here. We're approaching.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, guys.
No, thanks
Thank
to
you. I'll stay here with Rexy.
Yes,
Yeah,
watch over him for me.
And with
I will.
This guy,
Yes.
and with this guy also. And muchas gracias, Brennan. En serio, muchísimas gracias.
See.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
guys. And thank you,
Take
everyone
care.
who watched. Take care. God bless. And until next time.
See
Thank you very
later.
much. Bye, guys. Nos vemos el próximo jueves. Bye, Brennan. Thank you.
Farewell.
Y ahí se fue Brennan.
Y la
¿Qué te
próxima
pareció?
semana, las dos de aquí.
Sí, Oscar, seguimos en línea por si acaso. No lo he
I
sacado.
know.
Sí.
Yo sé.
Y no se olviden, por favor, todos, que seguimos en esta promoción con Oh My Ghost. Si quieren ganarse esta mascarilla, esta que está sellada, nueva, no la que yo estaba utilizando aquí, que me lo voy a poner aquí para que vean cómo se ve nuevamente, si no la vieron al inicio. ¿Eh? Si quieren ganársela, tienen que ir al post, darle like al post, compartir en modo público, etiquetar a 2 amigos. Darle like, por supuesto, a los amigos de Oh My Ghost, que estamos haciendo esto. ¿Sí? Así que ya saben, la próxima semana vamos a tener un programa súper bueno también, porque vamos a estar con el editor principal de Nación Juguetes y vamos a hablar de toda la movida de los juguetes de Power Rangers, desde Bandai hasta Hasbro, todo lo que ha pasado, la venta, y un poco cuál es el negocio detrás, que también obviamente influencia la serie que nos gusta.
Vamos a comparar versiones, ¿no? De diferentes juguetes.
Y
La
vamos a
versión
tener
Hasbro, la versión Bandai.
para poder hacer una pequeña comparación y obviamente pues Nación Juguetes, que tiene toda la experiencia de ver todo esto, nos podrá pues también dar un feedback bastante importante. Listo.
Rexy.
Así que muchísimas gracias por estar ahí y nos vemos pues la próxima semana. Un abrazo, nos vemos.
Bye.
La cámara de poder siempre ha estado aquí.